Welcome back to the Eagles Sports Coaches Show. I'm Matt Schabert, joined by Kevin Fulton, head tennis coach here at Morehead State. Coach, always a pleasure. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks, Matt. Always a pleasure to be here.
Since we talked last, the women have had several matches. The men haven't played a match. They've had about a month off or so. Let's first talk on the women's team. A tough schedule for your bunch. You start off with a win over North Carolina Central and a loss to Liberty, but then you've played Kentucky, Louisville, Pittsburgh, and
Marshall
as well. Didn't come up with any wins in those, but that's got to help your club as you head into OVC play.
Well, I think that we've talked about this before, and even on the last show, that when you look at an overall score, it's not an indication of how the matches went, because you see a score 5-2 or 7-0 or 6-1, you think, well, they got beat pretty bad. It's not the case. We played Kentucky, I think it was Saturday night. I'm confused on days already. And we lost 6-1, but we had at one singles, Breyer was up 6-2, 5-2. I think nerves got to her just a little bit, lost in a third set breaker. Andrea loses 6-0 the first set. I put some adjustments to her game, and Victoria came out and talked to her a little bit, and all of a sudden she wins 6-2 and wins the breaker for the third set. So, easily could have been 5-2 with the 40th ranked team in the country, and we saw some bright spots all up and down the board with our kids. We're really focused right now on getting ready for March and April in the OVC, and these kind of environment that we're playing in, these type of teams, we're not going to see that again in our conference. And I think that you see the benefits of that, especially with a team that kind of went through the adversity they did last year. They're not looking at it like, oh, my gosh, we just got beat. It's like, hey, I played better this match. I'm getting better. And if you take care of those things and the little details, you'll start to see matches we may have lost last year 4-3. I think those turn around this year.
On the guys' side, as we mentioned, a couple of matches on opening weekend, and then you've had, by the time you play coming up this week and this weekend, you'll have had about a month off. A unique schedule, but tell us what the guys' team has been doing. Obviously, a great time to get in shape and get mentally prepared for the season. You have a lot of time off.
Well, to kind of explain that schedule, I have a friend that was at North Alabama, and we were supposed to play them in between this time, and he took a job at Northern Iowa, so that match was dropped. So it really wouldn't have been the 3.5 weeks that we've had off, but we've been really working on the things that we saw at Liberty and at U of L, and are working on making those mistakes a plus for us. And I really feel like we're making great strides, not only with conditioning, but just overall structure of point play. We've been working on becoming a team because, again, this is quite a young team with a lot of talent. And I look forward to we've got a scrimmage tomorrow with the number 1 team in the country, junior college. And I think it's going to be a great test for us, and getting us prepared for this weekend and the next few weeks coming up, because the schedule is going to get pretty busy.
And you start OVC play pretty soon as well. And just talk about the importance of maybe getting a good start in OVC play this year for both teams.
Well, we start out, I think we play Eastern Illinois first and SIU Edwardsville, 2 teams that on the girls' side, both pretty good teams. So I really kind of look forward to seeing how the girls handle those two. And anytime we play EIU, it seems to be an absolute battle. I feel like we match up well against them and Edwardsville. So it's exciting. I can't put enough. If you get a good start, it's kind of like in school. If you start out slow, all of a sudden at the end of it, you've got to really make up ground, where if you get a good, strong start, you can kind of ease your way into the conference schedule.
Well, Coach, as always, thanks for joining us here on the Eagle Sports Coaches Show. Look forward to, as you mentioned, you got a scrimmage tomorrow with the men's team. Men's team also playing Charleston, West Virginia, I believe.
Yes,
this
Sunday
coming
evening
weekend
at 4 o'clock.
On Sunday. So a couple matches for Eagle fans to come out and watch here coming up. Again, Coach, thanks. We'll see you later.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Kevin Fulton. I'm Matt Schabert. This is the Eagle Sports Coaches Show.